Welcome to Scramble Game Show. Today, we're going to introduce you another new game. You probably have been watching this show for the last few weeks that we have been introducing different games other than the usual word game. This is because we feel that, word game certainly is great, but we also like to have our kids to build up their mathematics skills, particularly when they're young. So last time we introduced a game called the Noodle War, which is a game that using a bunch of dice and use logic and to think through how to win the Noodle War. Now, Noodle War can be played up to more than 20 different games out of the set of 25 dice. Today, we are introducing another game, also is a dice game, but the dice are very different. We call this game Power Dice. Now, this game is much more mathematical. It requires the player to be focused on using their brains to compute, particularly with arithmetic operations. And that's what these dice are made for. I'll show you the dice in my hand. And this set of a power dice game are divided into 7 levels. From very beginning as young children in the kindergarten, first, second grade level, we call it Primrose, because where I come from in Somerstown, the first elementary school is called Primrose, and it has from kindergarten to second grade. The second level is elementary, which is we call intermediate, is sort of like third grade to fifth grade. And the third level is middle school, or you may call it junior high, which is sixth grade to eighth grade. And then the fourth level is the high school, which is ninth grade to 12th grade. And then we talk about college level. And above college level is the master's level, and then the PhD level. Why we do this division? It requires you to be more and more sort of skilled in this arithmetic operations. These names, of course, just as ways of dividing these levels, and you can play at any level, and depending how you are sort of good at it and whether you want to challenge yourself. So today we're going to illustrate from beginning to the highest level, step by step, and show you how this game is played. And the game basically is throwing dice. However, there are 2 different dice. One type of dice is called number dice. And these number dice are not the same as ordinary dice that has 6 square faces, one from 1 to 6. These are 10 faces. As you can see, I'll put this one. It does not stand on his sort of corner, but it has to show one face up. This is 4, that's 0, that's 8, that's 2, and 6. 6 has a line underneath to differentiate that from the other side is 1, 9, 5, 3, 7. So there are 10 numbers here. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 is odd number one side, and even number 2, 4, 6, 8, 0 on the other. So these are number dice. Now this 0 in this dice, in this game, actually can be 10 or 0. Okay? We'll explain when you will use it as a 10, when you use it as a 0. Now, for the elementary level, when you don't do the division and multiplication, and then we just make this 0 as 10. So you have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. The other side, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. That's the number dice. The other set of dice is the math operation dice. Each dice looks like a regular dice with 6 faces. However, it has math operators on each face. For example, here, this is a plus. I hope you can see it. Okay? Now, if I turn, this is minus. And if I turn, again, this divide. Okay? Division. And then, if I turn again, that's multiply. So plus, minus, divide, and multiply is 4 faces. There are 2 more, which make the minus is twice or doubled, plus is twice doubled. So in this 6 faces, you have 2 plus signs, 2 minus signs, and a multiply, a divide, and in this 6 face. And there are 4 of them. So total maximum is 9 dice. However, in order to begin with the elementary level, we only start with 2 number dice and 1 math operation dice. That means 3 dice. So I'll put this rest of it in the box here. And this box is called power dice. Okay, let's see. Now, the power dice game is invented by Dr. Wortman in that little circle you see. Okay? Now, the first level we call the primrose, presumably is from people that it's kindergarten to 2nd grade. Now, you play this game to sharpen your brain in doing the operation with a 1 math operator. Now, sometimes you may say the division and multiply is too hard. Then you say, well, when you throw a dice, when it's division and multiply, you don't count. You can throw it again. You can focus on plus minus only to begin with so that you can build up the confidence. But you will see, when you play games, very quickly, the children is going to outgrow the game. When you just limiting them, say, oh, do plus minus only, after a while they say, well, we will try to do the multiply, try to do the division. And that is how you get kids into math and into advanced level. Okay? All right. Let me just read this simple rules on the elementary level and so that I sort of use the official rule. Okay. A number of players can play. You can play by yourself, but more people, of course, more fun. So the players take turn to throw 2 number dice and 1 math die and record the math results. Okay? Now, here is the 3 dice. If I do that, okay, I'm going to put this here without changing the numbers. You have a 3 on the green die. You have a 7 on a pink die. You have a multiply on the white. So if you know how to do the 3 multiply 7, you will write down the results quickly. That's 21. Okay? So this game, if multiple people play, you each can have a little piece of paper or pencil to write down 3 times 7, 21. That's your score. And this takes turn. Each person do this. Now, how do you determine who wins? This rule says, second, continue play till 1 wins with a sum greater than 100. In other words, when you start doing this, okay, your results are recorded. The results are added together until you pass 100. Once you pass 100, you win. So in a group, is to see how fast can you do that. Of course, this game, it's depending on the dice, therefore there's luck involved. However, your results have to be accurate. If you made a mistake on the result, and that would disqualify to be a winner. If you don't know how to count don't know how to multiply, you cannot write wrong results there. For example, here is 4 and 3 and a divide. If we are including division as part of the operation, you would have to do this. Of course, 4 divided by 3 is a partial number, right? It's 1.33333. Now, this rule is very simple. It says if your results have a fraction, when the fraction is 0.5 or more, you make it as 1. If it's 0.5 or less, you make it as 0. So 4 divided by 3, in this case, even though it's 1.3333, we'll just say 0.333 is dropped, becomes 0, so you have 1. So you would have to write the results 1. So if you are unlucky, always get divide, you will not get very high number. However, this is on the elementary level because you have one math die and 2 numbers, and that's how you keep on playing and sort of train your brain to look at this operation very fast, very quickly. Okay, we'll do a few rounds and then we'll move on to second level. All right, yeah, I'm going. You play against me. Oops, sorry. Multiply. 6 and 6, 36. Okay, so you write down 36. Since 100 is the score you want to reach, 36 is pretty good. So now your turn. Okay, I will throw for you. Ha! 0, which is 10, 1, and a minus. Obviously, you would take 10. Okay, 1 is minus from 10, you get what? 9. So your result is 9, which means I have 36, you have 9. Okay? Now my turn again. Up! How come my throw always goes to white? Okay. I have a 10 and 2. So 10 minus 2, this is minus, I have 8. 8 recorded on the 36, right? 44. So I got 44 so far. You had 9, and you do it again. Multiply. 5 and 9. 5 and 9. 45. You got to be quick, right? 45 is your result plus your 9. 9 plus 45 is 54. So you have surpassed my score, which is 44. You are 54. You're 10 points higher. So you not only caught up, you are 10 points ahead. Okay, my turn. All right. Minus sign, 3 and 8. That is not very good. That means 8 minus 3 is 5. I wouldn't do 3 minus 8 because that would be negative minus 3. That would keep my score down. I would do 8 minus 3, which is 5. 5 added to my 44 is 49. Now your turn. You had 54. Okay. Minus sign and 1 and an 8. 8 minus 1, 7. 54 plus 7. What? 54, 7, 61. So we are 61 and I'm 49. Okay, it's my turn. Uh-oh. 10 and 2 and divide. 10 divided by 2 is what? Quick, 5. So I would have record this 5 to my 49, which makes 54. And you are 61. Now your turn. Our score is not that far. I may be able to still catch up. You have 4 and 3 with a minus sign, which means 1. So you are adding 1 to your 61, becomes 62. Whereas I have what? What did I have? 54? No, 44, 49. I have 49. Okay? I don't remember. Now, you see, we didn't have a record here. If you don't remember, it's my fault. Let's say I assume mine is 49 and you are 62. All right. 7, 2 minus means 7 minus 2 is 5. Okay? So I got add 5. So 49 plus 5 is now 54. And you are 62. Not much better. 5, 2, and minus is 3. So 62 plus 3 is 65, and I'm 54. Now, it all depends on luck. Sometimes take only a few hands to reach 100. Sometimes takes more. Takes more means you do more math, and takes less, you quickly win. 4 plus 5 is 9. And I have 54 plus 9, 63. And you have only 62, right? So I am one above you now. Okay. You have plus 8 and 1 is 9. You have 9 plus 62 is 71. Okay? You are 71. I am 60. What did I have? 62? 62. Okay. All right. I have 62. 1, 5, and divide. Well, good. At least this is a 1, so I have 5. 62 5 is 67. And you are 71. All right. Okay. You have 1, 5 also divided. What a luck. Both are same. You add 5. Is 76. 71 plus 5, 76. Now, I am 67. Okay. 8, 4, and a minus, which is 4. What did I have? 67 plus 4, 71. Right? And you, what do you have? 80, 81? Okay, multiply 1, 4, multiply is 4. So you are 85. You are 85. And, I have 10, 9, and divide, which makes it a 1. So I have only 73. You are 85. 85, sorry. Okay. 6, 2 minus is 4, so 89. You are 89. Okay. All right. I have plus 1 and 8 is 9. What did I have? 70, 72? My problem is I wasn't recording and my mind is not on the remembering the numbers. And so I added 9. Let's say I am 81. You are 89, okay? Okay. You have 4 plus 6, 10. 89 plus 10 is 99. You are 1 point short, okay? 1 point short. And I guess I won't be able to make it. Hopefully I can make a multiply big number, otherwise I'll lose. Plus, 3 plus 7, 10. So from 70, what was I? 82, I'm 92. 92, you are 99. Looks like you're going to win, unless you have a minus to get 0, which is very rare. You could, like 5 minus 5 is 0, but let's see. Okay, you have a minus, you have 10 and 10, you are 0. So you're still 99. And I am within reach. Oops, plus 10 and 2. So it's 12. What was I? I was 85. 85 plus 12? 97. You are 99. I'm 97. Really catching up. Okay. Now, you have 10 and 3 and divide. Wow, you're lucky. 10 divided by 3 is 3.33333, which drop the fraction. You have 3. 3 plus 99 is 102. You are over 100. You win. Okay? So this is the first level, the Primrose elementary level. Okay. The second level, okay, I will tell you immediately. The difference is elevated from 3 dice to 5 dice. That means you add 1 math die and 1 number die. So you will have 5 dice. Okay? Let me read the rule. Okay, official rule. Again, players take turn to throw 3 number dice, since you have 3 number dice. Okay, there's 3 number dice and 2 math dice, but only record results of 3 dice selected. There's a little wrinkle here. You have 5 dice, but you have a choice to select 3 dice. That is, out of the 5, you can select 2 number and 1 math operation. This gives you, of course, choice. And when you are lucky, you can choose always the math operator to produce the largest number. Okay. Now, this says only record results of 3 dice selected. Okay. Now, then you re-throw the other 2 dice that you've taken out and then add them to the selected 3 dice, which is fixed, okay? And record the results. And that results is on your sheet. In other words, first round, you can try to maximize, but the second time you have to throw 2 more dice. That 2 more dice could bring you much more or down. It depends on what the operation math die come out. So this again added a second wrinkle on this game, make your brain to think, okay? Why do you want to select certain number of dice, and when you add a second 2 dice, how do you make the operation, okay? Now, this game, when the results recorded, accumulated, added up to 200, then you win, okay? Of course, when you add the die into a fixed 3 dice, the math operation, there's a rule in arithmetic operation. That is, you must do multiply, divide first, okay, before you do plus and minuses. Because we don't have the brackets here. As you know, sometimes when you learn, you have bracket, you can force that operation to be done first. But since we don't have the brackets here, you have to do the multiply and divide and then plus minus in that order. Okay? All right, let's do a demonstration. First, take the 3 numeral dice, okay? Randomly throw down, which you have 8 and 6 and 3. Okay? I'll turn this way so you can see better. 6 and 3. Now, this 2 dice is the math die. I will just, okay. 1 minus, 1 plus. Now, you, pretending you are playing this hand, you will pick 3 out of this 5. That is 2 number and 1 math operation to get your number recorded partially, okay? And then throw the other 2 dice to add onto it. Now, obviously, people would like to maximize the number, okay? Unless the numbers do not allow you to do the multiply, and if the numbers are not as good, for example, 1 times 1 is 1. You may want to choose 1 plus 1, which is 2, right? That's rare occasion. But in this case, you have 8, 6, 3. Multiply and a minus. You choose. I assume you would choose multiply. And you would choose 8 and 6. Because 8 times 6, how many is 8 times 6? 48. Ah, somebody smart out there. Huh? Okay, you got 48. So these two dice you took away, and this is 3 times 8 multiply is 48. Now you have a chance, and you must throw these two dice and then add to it. Okay, you throw a minus and 4. And how do you all add these two dice back into the 3, make the math operation to produce the largest number for you? Okay, let's see. Give you example. Let's say you did the 4 times a 48 there without touching it, and then minus 4. That will be 44, isn't it? 48 minus 4. Okay, so you probably think that is the maximum number or highest number, and that be satisfied. It's possible, but sometimes depends on the number. For example, you could do is you multiply 8 and 4. That's 20. 4 times 8, 32. And then minus 6. Obvious that's lower. So it depends on this number. If this second throw here, this number, let's say it's big. Let me just pretend it gets you 9. Let's say if it's a 9, you have 48 minus 9. That becomes 39. So if you do it this way. However, but if you say, well, I want to do 8 multiply 9 first, then minus 6. Now, 8 and 9. How many is 8, 9? 72. 72 minus 6 is 66. That would be a much higher number than previously you would do 48 minus 9 is 39. Right? So you got this? You understand now why the 2 wrinkles are added? First, you throw 5 dice and pick a 3 number, and then take the 2 dice and throw it again and add it and mixed in. This is deliberately designed to have you sort of use your brain to do the math quickly. Now, I did not bring the other tools along with. Actually, usually in this game, you have a tray, you throw the dice, and you have a sand timer. The sand timer typically is 60 seconds. Okay? That means when you do the game, you are limited by the time of the sand timer. Turn around. When the sand drops with 60 seconds, if you have not finished, and you record 0. But if you finished, you put the result down. So there is a time element to make you sort of work fast. Okay? All right. I cannot see those numbers on the pencil. I don't. If you want to remind me, you got to use a bigger number. I hope we are still having time. Now, this illustration is fine. We'll do one more game, and then we'll move to the 3rd level. Okay? Now, 5 dice throwing down, minus, divide, 5, 1, and 9. I don't think you want to use divide, do you? Huh? You never know, because you have a 1 here. 9 divided by 1 is 9. That number is not bad, because if you say you want to do minus 9, 1, 5, no matter how you select, you're going to have numbers less than 9. See? Interesting? So you will say, okay, I'll take this 5 and minus away, 9 and 1 here, with the divide remain. That gives you number 9. Although this is small, however, if you're lucky, you throw second time, and if you get a multiply and a big number, that 9